Hey guys, it's Kristine. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about budgeting in my bullet journal. So today I am going to do a budget check-in for paycheck number 2 in the month of June. This is my last check-in before I get paid again tomorrow. I am paid bi-weekly, and in the month of June I get 3 paychecks. So that's exciting. Anyway, today I'm just going to go over what I spent in the last 4 days. I'm going to see how much money I have left to roll over into the next paycheck, which will be tomorrow. So anyway, if that sounds like something you'd be interested in seeing, keep watching. I know the first 2 check-ins were low spend, and that was mostly because I was totally stressed out about my upcoming budget, mainly August to December. If you haven't seen my video regarding my projected budget and why my income will be changing in those months, I will link that video up above. So yeah, so the last couple weeks I've kind of been holding off on like spending, also because we are planning to go out of town, not next week, but the following. Oh yeah, it is next week. Holy crap. Okay, time goes fast. So we are going out of town next week. And so some of this money I've kind of tried not spending too much of, but as you will see today, I definitely spent money in the last 4 days. Anyway, so on June 25th, that's Friday, no, that's Saturday, I spent $13.43, which was unbudgeted. That's why it's gray. I purchased a book on Amazon to send to my daughter, The Handmaid's Tale. This is the sequel for that book. We were talking to each other or texting each other, and she had mentioned that she wished she could read the sequel. And I said, well, let me see how much it is on Amazon, and it was on sale. So I did go ahead and buy it and send it to her. Also on the 25th, I went to Costco for gas. This dark blue color is what I use for gas in car. I spent $62.75 on gas, and at the time, it was $5.69.9 per gallon. So we did a big Costco shop on the 25th. So you're gonna see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories under one bill. And I split them up that way I could take the appropriate amounts out of each category. So I spent $141.33 in pharmacy. And again, that's the copays and meds category in this orange or salmon color. And I bought some probiotics for me and my daughter. I got some vital proteins. I got some minoxidil for my son. And I got some collagen plus biotin for my daughter. So again, at Costco, I spent $99.82. This is in the household category. So I got like 2 bottles of Gain. I got some Dove body wash, some Dove deodorant, Flamingo shavers, some Febreze spray, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff I couldn't fit into this one line. I could have put this in gray for unbudgeted, uncategorized, because I don't have currently a budget for clothing. See here? It's 0. But I am going to go ahead and pay myself back in the next paycheck for this. So this will put me in the negative in this pink clothing category. So anyway, $42.22. I got some clothes, I got some shorts, some flip-flops, and some socks. And in the grocery category, I spent $131.08. I got some fruit, some eggs, some coffee, some yogurt, some chicken, and a bunch of snacks. So afterwards, my son and I got 2 pizza slices and 2 sodas at the Costco food court, and that was $5.60. So this lavender or light purple is what I use for eating out. So that was it for that Costco trip. Also that day, I sent my daughter $60 out of the grocery budget. She wanted to go to Walmart, and I just Apple paid her $60. I was planning to send her 50, but she was a little bit over the 50, so I went ahead and just rounded it up to 60. And on the 26th, I bought a box of Capris at Walgreens. This teal color is for allowance, so $12.72. And then on the 27th, I got a burger and a soda, and the app, I had like enough points for free fries, so I did that, and I spent $3.78. And on the 26th, I kind of did my totals for my allowance category, and I went ahead and transferred $10 to my Schwab account out of my allowance. I do have a video where I explain how I am gamifying my allowance. I'm trying to cut back on smoking. I don't want to say quit, because I always jinx myself that way, and I'm currently not terribly motivated to quit smoking, but this is sort of like a little incentive I have for myself, that whenever I spend under in my allowance category, which is what I use for cigarettes, I send that money to my Schwab account, my brokerage account, and buy stock slices. So I'm going to do that in a little bit here. Let me just get to this last one. So on the 28th, which is today, I spent $8.25 at my favorite Chinese place close to work, and I got the lunch combo of chicken teriyaki, chow mein, and a soda. So yeah, and that's it for my expenses in the last 4 days. It's very spendy, as you can see. So we're gonna take a little break and do my little slices thing. You can buy stock slices, which is just a portion of a stock, minimum of $5 per stock. So because I have $10, I am gonna pick 2 stocks to buy slices from, and then I will put that order in to go through tomorrow. So I'm not looking. So that's 1. And that's 2. Wait. Okay. So that's T-Mobile and Moderna, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down here. So I'm pretty sure that's Moderna. I will look it up. If it's not, I'll have a little note somewhere up on the screen. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't recommend people picking their stocks this way. You need to look them up. Fortunately, on the Schwab slices, they only do like the S&P 500. So yeah, that would be like the top 500 or so companies in the market. And now back to our regularly scheduled program. So this is my budget category tracker. This is what I use to keep track of my categories. When I started budgeting, I didn't have this many categories. And to be honest, I'm going to have even more starting in July. I found this is the best way for me to keep my expenses in check. That way I know exactly where my money is going. What I tended to do previously was like, I would see that I still had money in my account and I'd be like, oh, I have money, I can spend it. So at least this way I can be like, oh, well, I don't have that much money in my allowance, or I'm negative in fund money, so I better not spend in that. Obviously that didn't happen with clothing because I spent money in clothing even though I didn't have any, but we'll fix that tomorrow when I'm doing my my next paycheck budget. I'm going to pay myself back. So for my first category, I have gas and car. So for gas, I only spent $62.75. 238.70 minus 62.75, and I have 175.95. And then for groceries, I have a feeling I'm over 131.08 plus 60. So even if I only gave my daughter $50, I would have still been over budget. So I spent $191.08. And that is coming out of 163.78. And that is negative 27.30. All right, next category is household. I spent $99.82. Surprisingly did not go over. There were a couple things that I wanted to buy, but I think I'll just go back this Saturday and get them. I wasn't doing a very good job of tallying up everything that I was buying, so I was afraid that I had gone over, but which I mean did end up going over in groceries, but turns out I had $56 to spare in household. Okay. And for eating out, we did the Costco, and then I went to McDonald's, and then I got some Chinese food. So for eating out, I've got $17, or I spent $17.63, and I'm taking that out of 244.97, and that leaves me with $227.34. And then we've got copays and meds. So I spent a lot in this category. I am paring this category down in coming months. I think August. Yeah. So I'm paring this category down in August, and I wanted to make sure I stocked up on my like vitamins and supplements and stuff like that. That way I could focus that category on copays and actual medications. So 163.33. Oh, that's funny. Minus 141.33. So we've got an even $22. And then for allowance, we've got the one trip to Walgreens and then the Schwab account. So $22.72. And that I'm taking out of $23.11. And I've got 39 cents left. Hooray. Okay, so fun money, I did not spend anything. I am still in the negative here, 61.84, but I am putting money in that tomorrow. That way we'll be not only in the positive, but I'll have some money left to bring with me when I go out of town. Travel, I spent $0. Again, this is a category that I am that I had beefed up so that I would have money to pay for our hotel in July, which is next week. So uncategorized, we have that Amazon, $13.43. So we've got the $3.74 minus $13.43. And that is a negative $9.69. And I think that's it, except for this clothing right there. So I'm going to put that there so I don't forget about it. And I'm going to add this up to see how much I spent. So that's $62.75 plus $191.08 plus $99.82 plus 17.63 plus 141.33 plus 22.72 plus 13.43. So, yikes, I spent a whopping $548.76. I think I was making up for the 2 check-ins that were like low spend, but that's okay. And I'm going to show you why I'm not worried about being negative in these categories over here. So $175.95 minus $27.30 plus $56.54 plus $227.34 plus 22 plus 0.39 minus 61.84 plus 616.03 minus 9.69. So I have a leftover balance of $999.42. Now all these categories are in one checking account. So even though I'm negative in groceries, fund money, and uncategorized, my overall balance is in the positive. So it's just a matter of being negative on paper, but in my actual account, I'm fine. So down here, I gotta make sure I don't neglect this bottom part. I have done before. So beauty and self-care, I didn't spend anything. I did cancel my appointment, you guys. So my usual person that I get my hair done with, I canceled my July appointment. I still have my October appointment on the books. It's just hard to let go. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. So car maintenance, I didn't spend anything. I still have $374.82. Gifts and giving, also did not spend anything. So I still have $174.50. Clothing, I did spend $44.22. And since that is out of zero, I have a negative $44.22. Amazon Prime, this is my, well, now it's going to be like subscriptions category. I didn't spend anything out of there. These are my sinking funds, so I am planning to just use this for future subscriptions. So this is no longer going to be for Amazon Prime. I'm going to cancel it in September when it comes up for renewal. So basically what I'm planning to do is kind of have the subscriptions in rotation with just keeping the Netflix. Okay, so I am just gonna go ahead and speed through this. And I just realized that this column right here is redundant. But I will go ahead and do, I will calculate my total spent. My total spent is gonna be basically here, here, and here. So 0 plus 0 plus 62.75 is obviously going to be 62.75. And then for groceries, it's going to be 191.08 because again, I spent 0. And then again with household, oh, this might be the easiest closeout yet. And then eating out, spoke too soon. So $8.25 plus $11.92 plus $17.63. So I did pretty good overall. So I only spent $37.80. And then for copays and meds, I only spent $141.33. Again, because those are zero. And then for allowance, I spent $12.72 plus $25.95 plus $22.72. So it's $61.39. For fun money, I did not spend anything. Travel, I did not spend anything. Uncategorized, I spent $20. What did I buy for $20? Oh, gym. Okay, $20 plus $13.43 is $33.43. So my total spent is $62.75 plus $191.08 plus $99.82 plus $37.80. Is that a 7? Just go with it. $141.33, $61.39, and $33.43. So overall, I spent $627.60. And so I'm just going to go backwards. Minus 548.76, minus 37.87, minus 40.97, and that checks out. So I thought of a way so this is not redundant. So I'm going to go, let's go with a new total, 238.70 minus the total spent is $62.75, and it is $175.95. And then for groceries, the new total at the beginning of the paycheck was $163.78 minus $191.08, which is negative $27.30. So far, so good. So 156.36 minus 99.82, that is 56.54, so that matches. And then we've got eating out at, we started out at 265.14. We spent 37.80. And so that's 227.34. For copays and meds, 163.33 minus 141.33, and that's $22. And then for allowance, we started with 61.78. And we spent $61.39, and we got 39 cents. And then for fun money, we didn't spend anything, so that's negative 61.84. And then travel, didn't spend anything, so that's 616.03. And then uncategorized, we started with 23.74, spent 33.43, and so that's negative 969. Okay, I think I like this. I like this budget sheet. I'm not gonna, should I? Okay, I'll do it anyway. 175.95 minus 27.30 plus 56.54 plus 227.34 plus 22 plus 0.39 minus 61.84 plus 616.03 minus 9.69. and it is 99942. So those match. Hooray! Okay, so for beauty and self-care, this shouldn't take too long. So I didn't spend anything in these categories. Car maintenance, gifts and giving, or Amazon Prime. It was just this. Okay. So I only spent 44. I say only, but it puts me in the negative. So 44.22, obviously that matches, and my ending totals are going to be like this. So not too much activity in the sinking funds category, and that's sort of by design. These are the categories that I don't plan on using very much, or, you know, yeah. So they're categories I don't plan on using very much. Okay, 285.46 plus 374.82 plus 174.50 minus 44.22 plus 60, and so that leaves me with $850.56. Just like my variable expenses up here, these sinking funds are in a different account, so they're not mixed in with these these categories. They've got their own separate bank account, and I am not worried about being negative in clothing because that's just on paper. In my actual account, I have $850.56. So that is my budget closeout. I am not going to bore you to death with filling this out right here. This is basically total spent and my ending total. So I'm going to pen that in off camera. This part is just kind of for myself anyway, since I have this budgeting sheet, which I am now in love with. Okay, maybe that's too strong a word, but yeah, so that's great. Oh, another thing I wanted to touch on, since it's not really going to warrant its own video, I am going to go ahead and mention that I did pay my credit cards to zero. So Bank of America and Chase are both now at zero, and Old Navy's at zero. So basically anything that's bills is going to come out of the G1 checking account. Anything that's variable is going to come out of the T-Mobile variable account, or the T-Mobile checking account. Anything that was from sinking, I transferred, because this is technically a savings account. I transferred the money to the checking, then paid it from there. So I know that might seem a little confusing, but it's what works for me. If you think of it as cash envelopes, so if you had your variable spending envelopes and your sinking fund envelopes, it's basically kind of the same thing. So this would be my bills binder, my rent and utilities binder, my variable expense binder, and this would be my sinking funds binder. So yeah, so I used to the reason why that helps me out is because I used to do cash budgeting, and so this is sort of like how I function, except now it's with bank accounts instead of cash. So anyway, this video is getting probably super long. I hope you guys have a great day, great week, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.